Hey folks, Lyarri here. Today we're reacting to Do All High School Sweethearts Think the Same by Jubilee. I honestly like this video, the thumbnails is so fucking cute. I really want to see what this is. Let's go. Yeah, I'm definitely goofy.
I grew up on Disney and
Me
like,
too.
I
Mostly.
always, thought like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna meet the love of my life in high school. I'm like head in the clouds.
I like the music.
It was love at first sight. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I love how like they're like couples, but they're not answering the same. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Sorry. Oh, he ended up over.
I saw him in a grocery store when I was 15.
I saw her and she was a customer, and I was a stock boy, and so I stalked her to aisle 8, the cheese aisle. So yeah, I totally fell in love with her.
The whole entire
It
school
seems
year,
so
I
sweet.
sat right next to him, and I didn't say not one word to him. One of the last days of school, we were
I love her. Oh my god, I didn't even know. It's so pretty. Okay, sorry.
just doing our work, and he started singing. So I actually fell in love with his voice before anything.
It took us 2 years for us to start dating, so.
We've known each other like for so long, since second grade. I mean, I had several crushes on her like growing up.
5th grade, I remember I really had a crush on him, but then my attraction towards him like wavered throughout the years. But I think it was more of like a feeling that like the feeling of love towards him was like kind of always there.
For us, we
They
were
seem cute.
15, sophomore year of high school. We sat in like diagonals. We would like always look at each other and make eye contact from across the room, but nobody like pursued anything. So that's why it kind of went to somewhat, because it was always there, but we didn't actually act on it until later on.
I said I love you first. 3, 2,
Wait. I just want to see two people be like strongly agree.
1.
They're both like disagree. Okay, I see that. That makes sense.
Yep. I said it. Yep. And then she said it right after, so I said it first, so.
I don't know. It caught me off guard, honestly. Like I was like, "What? Oh, I love you too."
I definitely said it first, and then I remember I was like, "Did you hear what I just said?" Because she wasn't saying anything at all. I was like, "Oh no," and then you're like, "Yeah, I love you too."
I think I loved her first, but I didn't say it first. I think she said it
Oh
first.
wait, that's so interesting. He's like, I think I did love her first, but she said it first. Oh my god. I
Probably did, but I just don't remember.
I'm more
The
reserved,
moment.
so I wouldn't have said it first.
Oh, sorry, they're so cute. I don't know, I like that. They're like, I don't remember. Like, I don't know. I see how their dynamic works. It's neat.
You're never too young to fall in love. 3, 2, 1.
Too young is like, I don't know, 5, 6, before you really understand what love is.
I don't think you should make like the final commitment at a young age, but it's okay to like, if that's what your mind wanders into. Like, I feel like it's fine.
But
For me-
once you like old enough to like start thinking about having like a boyfriend, girlfriend situation, like I think then you start to understand what love is, and like,
Yeah.
that feeling that you get inside your chest.
I agree.
Like my little sister, she's 7, she loves people, but like not like that. And I feel like I haven't met like I don't know, like I'm sure there's like an edge case where I would like feel otherwise, but like in general, like I feel like yeah, it's just like one of those things where like yeah. I obviously like there are very bad relationships you can have at a young age. Don't get me wrong.
So I'm gonna move over here. I feel like the reason I was there was because I was thinking like super young, but
Yeah.
obviously no 6-year-old's gonna be falling in love.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I feel like for me, one of the struggles has been like losing the stigma of like being too young to be in love, where people are like, oh, you don't know, like you don't really know. But I feel like it's a feeling and you feel it. And it doesn't matter how old you are. If you met the person that you're in love with, then you're in love with that person.
I always saw myself marrying my high school sweetheart. 3, 2, 1.
I like how they start walking off and the announcer's just like 3, 3.
I grew up on Disney and like, I always, thought like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna meet the love of my life in high school. I'm like head in the clouds,
Yeah, I agree. I'm a romantic, so I always wanted to marry like my high school sweetheart. I was always like, I hope I fall in love young and meet somebody. And then I was lucky enough to have it happen.
My parents taught me growing up, they had always said, like make yourself established first, get a job, and then you can find somebody. So I think that's kind of why I'm here right here in the disagree.
I just distinctly remember like conversations with her. I want to marry you, blah, blah, blah. Like not really understanding the weight of that. But at the same time, it's like when you have something so perfect right in front of you, why would you mess with anything else?
All of my family, they all met in high school, married their high school sweetheart. So it wasn't that it was foreign to me, but I knew when I met him, when I would write his name on my peachy folder, that's when it kind of came alive for me.
I didn't think I would be married at 21, which is a really young age. Plans changed, and we decided that we were going to get married at 21, and she was 19.
I mean, like boys in high
I'm sorry, they're just so cute. Like I love their like personality and how it like plays off each other.
school were always like not the best, like it's just like it's young, like we're so young. Like I was like, am I gonna marry this guy? Like I don't know. When I was in high school, I did have that feeling like I'm gonna marry him. Like even though we worked together, I was like, I have a feeling like at the end of this, like I was gonna marry him. We're not married yet, but so eventually.
There was a time in the past where I thought we might break up. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. I will say, the two folks who are in Strongly Disagree, I forget their name because I'm terrible. They seem like I don't know, I feel like they have so much fun together. Okay.
Being in a relationship for a long time, everyone gets in fights, and that's like a healthy and kind of negative part of a relationship. But personally, I view fights and arguments as kind of like building together with us. Like, yeah, there were times where we had, pretty heavy arguments, but I think deep down I knew that we were still going to make it together.
I think like I have a very like biased in a way perspective on this because like my parents like didn't get along too well and stuff, and I feel like it definitely like depends on like the scale of the arguments and stuff, right? Like I think it's understandable for sure to feel like, oh, you might break up, but like there's like a basic level of like respect and stuff that should still be there. Yeah, my view.
I feel like we went from being children to being adults together. Obviously there's going to be problems. You have to figure that out along the way. And I think that being at the breaking point, being like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, but then still choosing to be together is what makes you strong and is what makes you realize like this is the person, because a lot of people tend to give up, but I never wanted to give up. And I was like, no, like I want him and only him.
Why are you standing over there?
I like her smile.
I would always say like I had so much growing up to do when I was younger, just like mental health wise and just everything that I just felt like I was a burden to you or that I was like causing you a lot of pain, life.
Hey, I got a follow, but I didn't even notice. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Shadows99999.
Oh my God, I don't want to cry. But like just being a negative energy in your sphere. So I thought, it's better for me just not to be with you so you could be happier. But then I stuck it through, you stuck through. That's the amazing part. It's like you stuck through, and you like, even through all my ups and downs, you're always there to get me through it, and just were always there, even though I was just like, it could be really mean or it could be very negative. But now we're in a better place where you've like taught me how to grow and stuff. So that's why I was like strongly agree, not because it was never anything you did, it was more for me to like find myself and not have to hurt you in the process.
I mean, for our first year, it was rough. Like, we were just like ships passing in the night. I mean, he was full-time working, full-time in college. I was going to school, working, and the challenges of being, young new parents, and it was a rough first year. And I think there was a point where we both, I think that we both kind of thought, like, are we gonna make this?
There was one distinct night where we fought so bad because, it was just a boiling point where our first son, I had his right hand, she had his left hand, and we were tugging at him. He's going with me. No, he's going with me. But we didn't want to leave because we wanted to be with our son. So that night we actually stayed. And that was like a defining moment where, like, okay, we're going to work this out because we have to work it out for our family.
Yeah, I feel like again, I came from parents who didn't like get along too well. If that like happens consistently, where you're like in front of the kid arguing who they should go with, kind of a problem.
Building a family is an important part of our relationship to me. 3, 2,
She's so excited. She just can't help herself. I love her so much.
I mean, for me, this is a no-brainer. I mean, growing up, I
Everyone's
always had
like,
this
yes.
dream of like, I'm gonna have this big family, and it's almost like I just feel like I'm living out this dream. I mean, I know it sounds so simple, but it is literally having children. I mean, we've had a lot of losses also. Sorry. Yeah, we've had 4 children here. We have 4 in heaven. And for us, it was never easy to get pregnant. And when we did, it was such a gift. Sorry, I don't mean to be so emotional, but my kids, my grandkids, now we have a daughter-in-law. I mean, it literally makes my heart so happy when I see them when they walk through the door. I mean, I feel like those are some of our happiest times. It's just when our children and our family is all together. It's amazing.
That is truly inspiring in so many ways. Like, I truly want to be like, you want to grow up like right now at the moment, like, you are my family. Like, I've always had a big family.
Yeah.
So that's something that I've always inspired to have. And I couldn't imagine doing that with anyone else besides you.
Oh man, she's like so talking straight to his eyes. I'm sorry. The vibe I like. I appreciate it.
Me as well.
Yeah.
The reason I feel like we love each other so much and stay together is because we envision a future of building a family, having a healthy household. And
we want to be able to cultivate an environment, see how we do as parents. I think that's what's so exciting about our future is like, how do we break any generational curses and all that stuff? And just, become the parents that, have really healthy relationships with our kids. And so that's what I'm super excited for in the future. Yeah.
Obviously, we live with our families, so our family relationship is based on them. But I want to build one with you, and like obviously, like I'm so in love with him. Like, how could I not want to have a kid with him? You know. So like, I want to have a family. Like, have my kids' names picked out already. Like, I've been there.
Kind of have our own identity.
Yeah.
This is my favorite time in our relationship. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, there's a really easy cop-out you can do here and just be like, I disagree, but because I think the future will be so much better. I'm curious if anyone goes for it. He's going for it. That's why he strongly disagrees.
We recently went through a
disagree,
rough
sorry.
patch. We're like on the up now, but I feel like we're still there, kind of. We're still trying to work through it. So I feel like we've had better moments, but I'm glad that it did happen because now it's only going to make us stronger and we're only going to go up from here.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with just the cliche answer that, every moment is my favorite moment with her, regardless of whether we're mad at each other or happy. It's just always my favorite.
We've like lived in the same hometown for like years, especially like after college, and this past September we finally moved in together, and that was like the biggest milestone for us. We were like, finally, like we don't have to travel 10 minutes to see each other every time or like sleep over at each other's house, but now we get to live together and like experience like every moment together, whether it's like going to the restroom, like sleeping together, you know, but like it's just like I get to spend every time with him, and so I think that's like helped our relationship so much. We get to like experience life together, and I think that's just such a fun, happy moment, and I think it could only go up from here.
34 years together is a long time, so there's a lot of different phases that we went through. Like we still have 2 kids at home, and now
he's the realistic answer. We've been dating for a while.
2 kids are out, but when we had like the 4 kids at home and just a family, it was just so incredible. And now it's just another phase where it's just we have a lot more time together and we can do a lot of fun stuff, but it's kind of hard to discount all that other hardships and some of the really cool things that we did in the past.
There is nothing that tops that feeling of when all your children are in, with their home, or like recently we just had a dinner when all our kids were there, and that's good.
Right now we are like going through a little rough path with my family issue, so I think we spend lesser time from what we used to have.
What's wrong?
With each other.
And I'm so happy like we are able to come here today. And we're in California because we're not from Cali. So like getting the chance to like travel and just like live in the moment, and we have so much more coming and so many more memories that we can make. But
she's going for it. So I knew someone would, right?
And now at the moment, at the point of our lives, we have some stuff we got to work out, you know? But at the end of the day, it's more memories, and we're going to get through it. So. Mm-hmm.
I'm proud to be
That was such an interesting ending. Usually they like party a bit. Oh my god.
Instead of my country.
It's different.
I'm proud to be an American.
I just oh god. Oh no, sorry, Mr. Beast. I actually really like this. I don't know, I think they were so cute. Oh my god. And okay, so I'll just say, like, the 2 couples who I thought were the cutest were the thumbnail couples. Maybe I was biased by the thumbnail. Okay, oh my god, that was fun. I appreciate these kinds of videos. They should do all divorced parents think the same? Or do all kids of divorced parents think the same? I think both of those would be super neat. Like, there's so much variance in, like, how kids of divorced parents, especially, like, I mean, there's so much variance in both, but from my perspective, there's so much variance in, like, oh, were you divorced from a young age? Were they divorced from an older age? Were they divorced after you left? Like, it's interesting. Hearing everyone talk about the rough patches is helpful, particularly the one woman, Saskia, speaking about how she felt it could have been easier on her partner if they broke up because of her mental health struggles. I'm actually with my high school sweetheart almost 4 years now. We didn't get together until college, long distance, and it can be challenging sometimes because there are different mental health challenges and just generally growing up, and not being in physical proximity for most of the year. I worry a lot about bringing so much negativity into their sphere due to my mental illness, especially in the short time that we do get to be in physical proximity with each other. So I'm trying to be proactive, leaning on other branches of my support system, checking in often with my partner's needs too. This video gives me hope. Yeah, no, it's so hard to, like, work on yourself and be there for someone else. My edgelord heart doesn't understand such wholesome relationship stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I used to relate to you more, but now I'm definitely more like, ooh, mushy, gushy. This is so cute. That's me. I wanted to make sure I liked the video. I forgot. Okay. Should have asked them about settling / staying because it's comfortable or because that person is kind of all they have known. Oh man, that's so mean to ask. But yeah, like, I could just imagine. Do you ever feel like asking them, okay. Doing an anonymous version of this one would be interesting. But Because I feel like that's the only way you can ever ask a question like that. Otherwise, it's so hard to actually answer it. Only things I get gushy about are cute animals. Fair. They slightly touch on rough patches. Okay. Wish they talked about the years they have been long distance, mostly saying college. Long distance can truly make or break a relationship. Ah, yeah, that's fair. I get why, especially like as someone about to do a long distance relationship, they would have appreciated hearing more about that. The way Stephanie still gazes at Nestor after over 30 years is precious. They seem so cute. Would love to see single moms like. Okay, I'm not gonna. Would love to see single moms versus divorced dads or custodial mothers versus non-custodial fathers. This is a conversation that needs to be had. Interesting. I mean, I agree. Yeah, it would be interesting, but like, how productive of a conversation would actually be had versus it just being good for like reacts. Actually, yeah, I don't mind. Do it. Um, you can tell that Stephanie is a very sweet and caring mother slash wife. Her husband is lucky. Nick and Saskia's love for one another is so palpable. Wait. Who is Nick? Nick and Sas. Wait. Nick and Saskia were. Wait. Is Stephanie and okay. So who is Nick? Who is Nick and Saskia? I need to know.
First.
That's Bella. Okay. That's Saskia. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It seems super cute. Okay. These relationships seem so healthy. I love it. I do like they all seemed like at least like they talk through their problems and stuff and they're at a happy place and everything. Or like if they're not at a happy place, they understand like it's because of the circumstances they're in currently. I don't know, it's so neat. Okay. I feel like we need harder hitting questions. Should have asked if they've had criticism from family and friends, if they feel like they grew up too fast, or if they wish they dated more people. Those three would have been really good questions I think you can answer like pretty fairly in front of your partner. Like I think like the other one was like a little would be a little difficult to answer. But that one, I was trying to see if I could find the oh yeah, settling, yeah. Um Yeah, like that one would be a little hard to answer, but like these I feel like you can really easily answer without it being like too like controversial. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, folks. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye. Hey folks, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.